Yeah, I was downstairs. I was looking at videos. I'm really about to react. Really looking at shorts and shit. Looking at the game. I was like, man, I don't come up here and fuck around. These grapes are so good. But nah, I seen this video on my night at P. Diddy's Freak Off, Off-Tanea. Soft white underbelly. We about to watch this shit. So we about to see what happened. I just did a little thumbnail clip to see if I use that. Don't pay attention to that shit. Just skip it up, skip it up, skip it up, skip it up. But nah, I wonder what she gonna say. I wonder if it'll be. I wonder if we'll feel like it's real. Cause I be feeling like a whole bunch of. I ain't gonna say fake, bro, but
in a world,
I don't be believing a lot of shit that I see. I'm not gonna hold you. So we just about to see, Bubba. Nia, hope you have a good
algorithms and financial incentives
story.
dictate the information we see.
I don't even know what she look like.
Important stories to slip through the cracks. This is powerful because it can heavily influence and divide public opinion. Much of what I do on Soft White Underbelly is about digging deeper and trying to see beyond our own biases. And this is why Ground News is a perfect fit for my channel. On any given news story, their app and website combine every article published on it worldwide. We can also see context on each news source, like where it may fall on the political spectrum and how credible it is based on use of subjective language. This is important to think about if you're interested in forming an educated opinion on topics that are in the news, especially on key issues as we head into a polarized election season. I particularly like their blind spot feed, dedicated to showing news stories that are underrepresented in mainstream media. So I encourage you to check them out at ground.news/SWU. Subscribe through my link to save 40% off their Vantage plan. By subscribing or even gifting it to someone you know, you're helping hold the media accountable, and you're helping support this channel. Thank you for watching. It was...
Hey, and I want to say this too. I'm not really on the whole trying to be talking about Diddy just to, like, man, there's nothing else for us to really know about. Like, we already know everything. I'm just interested to see what's going on about it, but I'm not really over here trying to slander and say fuck this nigga. Like, I just want to, just regular videos I would be watching anyway. Just thought I could share with y'all, man. So yeah, this is just to clear it up. Let's get into it though, baby.
December of 22.
Oh yeah, about to be 23.
December of 20.
But it is fuck, bro. Don't get it twisted. It is fuck that nigga all the way. Like, all the way is fuck that nigga. But this video ain't about saying fuck him.
22, you were here. You did our first interview. You were just some girl that I met through a friend.
Right.
And you were doing this interview, and you mentioned something about...
I accidentally mentioned it too. Like, it slipped out.
About P. Diddy.
About P. Diddy.
You went to one of his parties.
Yeah. Crazy party.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too
crazy.
many. It was too crazy. People were gonna think
I
that
ain't
I was
seen
just
the last
lying.
interview,
It
so
had
I
like
don't
a lot
know.
of people involved, celebrities and
Seemed
stuff.
like some
So I was trying to
bullshit,
be
though.
real vague about it, but that party traumatized me
How'd you get invited to it?
by being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, you know, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as
And you
the
say
producer.
a prince of what?
I don't want to be talking all the time, bro, but I just got a question, bro. Her meeting somebody going to LA, what was she planning on doing? That's just my thing. What y'all think she really was planning on doing when she got to LA with a producer? Was she gonna be in movies? Was somebody gonna get a mixtape off? She was gonna record, get some recording time, studios.
He was
Come on,
Arabian Prince.
like,
Yes, and he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me. He said, "I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever." And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak offs at. And I never knew
these rich niggas
that
get
we were gonna
islands
go
and
there
do
because
freaky
I was
shit.
there for 2
Like,
weeks,
why they
and I
don't
knew it
want to
was
do
something
regular?
fishy. He kept saying,
Why they don't want to do regular freaky shit? I'm sorry. All that money they got, they can't get one person. They just want to keep. It's that overload shit. What more can I get? Yeah, that's that. Never mind. I got it.
"I got a surprise for you. I'm like, "But I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks, and I'm here longer than 2 weeks." And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, "No, because I just want you to meet one special person." So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, "Guess where we're going tonight?" I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "To P. Diddy's house." I'm like, "Oh, really?"
She thought she was going to Diddy house. She thought she was going get drunk and just fuck him. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody think. Damn, bro.
I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy, and I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party.
Ooh, she was a
I'm
singer.
like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like,
sure.
The clubs end at like 3 or 4 and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber. And me
She
and all
dropped
the
the
other
footage.
girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there.
Ain't no regular shit, bro. It's
trouble,
wild.
like right now. So basically, we arrived. Security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not gonna tell you which one.
She got evidence though.
It was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something.
I'm about to say, bro, that's
and
real.
It's real loud.
That's
so you
real.
can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like, I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking. Mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up.
Don't tell
I
me
was
the
walking with one
sons
girl. She's a
involved.
Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. You know, I'm a good, loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they said my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Bro. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro.
Say
doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say.
He was getting it done.
So that we could see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh, my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, you know, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same, da-da-da-da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was, like, looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to, like, rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about.
At what point does a salad become...
Man, y'all boy, she done fell for the trap, dog. Damn, bro. She done fell for the trap. You done got her, bro.
Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people...
coke,
you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like, dressed up, little red lipstick, like, they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like, maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing, like, Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling, like, kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh, my God, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, you know, walking through the house, like, with his eyes on me. Like,
that
you know, like...
crazy, bro.
Is this, you know, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house, and I'm telling her, like, oh my God, bitch. Like, this is, oh my God, she like, for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping, like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, you know? So I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff, because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac, like I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out, And then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it, because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, you know, they plotting on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, you know, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together, like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, you know, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out, and I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the Prince. That's another story. From the Prince. From that.
How you call the police if they took your phone from the beginning and they locked it? How were you able to get your phone to call the police?
House. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course. But like, I had to like catch a taxi, not even an Uber, a taxi to another location, and then I ended up going to the airport, and I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled.
So don't say you called the police and that made you leave, bro. No, you said you had to get your phone first and you called the Uber. I'm pretty sure if you called the police, you would have put that in the story. So that's cap. You didn't call the police. You just asked, could you leave? And you really pressed your way to leave, probably. You wasn't just with it.
Too, about how long I'm supposed to stay there.
Yeah, bro.
Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you're talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami, or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this freak off? But because I'm not cooperating with what I see, and I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like, they want to see what you allow, what you cool with, and then next thing you know, boom, take that drink, you're drugged. Take that, you're out of it. Take that pill, because everybody was off something. But you had to be being in that environment like that.
How many people were at this event?
Niggas was turned up, bro.
Like hundreds. Even when it was a certain amount outside, but in the house was really crowded. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, like, it was more people in the house.
And you walked around?
Yeah, I walked around for about 5 minutes. I seen what I need to see.
So
and
you
I
didn't
was
even like you.
No, ma'am. No, sir. Because it was like selling your soul at that house. And if you like that, it's nothing to you. But if you're not like that, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And then it's like, at first I used to think P. Diddy was like, so he always talk about team love and all of this stuff. Like, he's all about, no, he all about sex, himself. And I know sex because I've dealt with men, Mark. So I know when somebody is trying to lead you on to stuff and sitting back acting like he just this macho man. And he is a charmer, though. That's one thing. Like, he will charm the fuck out of you. But for me, that's so game tight. I'm like, I know what this is. And I'm ready to get to the music. Like, if that's the case, you should have been like, don't tell me you about to change my life and da-da-da. And, oh, have you been writing? Oh, that's another thing, too. He was like, have you been writing the songs that I seen and telling you to write? Because the Prince wanted me to write out all the songs I ever made in my life. I said, without the beat? He's like, yeah, just start writing songs. So you never know. They'll take my music, drug me, fuck me, do whatever, and just throw me away, basically. Or after you have something on me, when we do the music, you have that on me that this happened, and now I'm blackmailed or some shit like that. So touching all on me at that party, even the rapper who touched all on me, like, that rapper was cool. Like, I was liking that rapper. But when they were like, hey, you, and doing all that, what can I do? All I could do is just say, like, move his hand, like, oh, I'm fine, but, you know, trying to, like, still be cool. But I'm like, why do everybody feel comfortable to just touch on you? Even P. Diddy, like, why I look up and you're right there? And then, like, in my face, like, are you, like, in my house? Like, it's weird. Like, looking at him, it's like when you're a kid and you're getting in trouble by your parent and you can't look them in their face. And it's like a demon. I'm telling you, like, this dark spirit, like, he possessing you as he's looking at you. That power, that control. So I'm like, I read The Art of Seduction, motherfucker. I know what you're doing. And you're trying to really seduce me right now. And, oh, take a drink. Oh, no. Do this, do that. Go in there. Like, it's just not nothing. And I want to know, why me go in the house and why not the girl? So now you're picking and choosing. So it's fishy to me. So when all this stuff started coming out, I was like, I knew I was right. I knew it. Like, it ain't no doubt about that P. Diddy was doing all that. And like I say, I don't judge because I've been around people doing cocaine. But these hard drugs that they was doing, and just, I ain't gonna lie, it was orgies and stuff going on. So all of this stuff going on, I'm like, why is people doing stuff all in the open? Like, that's just offending me and assaulting me, period, because where am I at? I didn't sign up for this. And how can I really get out? So I had to, like, ease my way on out. You know, it's security, but they not caring about what happens as long as that phone is closed. They damn near don't care if somebody died up in there. Ain't nobody can film it.
And there were famous people or not?
It was a whole bunch of famous people.
Yeah.
Like 4 famous people and then some Instagram models. Mm-hmm. And the whole time he just was like trying to undress me with his eyes. And I was thinking, like, this is really no cap. Because at that time, you know, I always been skinny. So at that time, the son who came up to me, I was like, boy, is it because I resemble your mom? Like, you know, like Kim Porter, like stuff like that. Like, you just never know. Like, I feel like, you know, P. Diddy does have a type. I feel like everybody that was in that house, it was a certain type of person. It was a certain type of something that he wanted and what he liked. And you could just tell, like, he get whatever he wants. That's why he has no problem touching on you, being all in your face, popping up on you, being obnoxious, and just hounding you until you do what he say. And that's just how the industry is already, especially him, because he got a lot of money, you know?
Because you're a singer as well, right?
Yeah, so they probably like, do you want this opportunity or what? And I'm like, not that damn bad, but I do want it. I do. But if I already got a bad vibe and I'm seeing stuff that you're into, I already know how this is going to be. So I don't want to, like, you know, ignore some red flags and then I'll be in trouble.
That's crazy.
Because of you. Like, literally in trouble. Like, we know his past, like Shine, the rapper, you know, being in jail because of him. Like, don't think just because I'm from where I'm from, you could just do anything. And that's why I never really said nothing about it, because I just felt like, who am I? You know, he got money. Like, ain't nobody gonna believe me.
Ain't nothing happen.
I have all the receipts. I have it all in my Snap to this day. It never went nowhere. That was just my experience just being in Miami for the first time.
Ain't nothing happened to you.
I didn't know that I was going to end up at P. Diddy's house.
Did you take photos outside the house?
When I got my phone back, yeah.
Videos or something?
Mm-hmm. I took videos when I was going to the house before I knew this was some weird shit. And then when I got my phone, I ended up, recording. And then I had the shoes on.
Oh, you had the shoes?
Oh, no.
I left with the shoes on because I don't know where I put my shoes at when I put those on. And it was a lot going on. It was real loud. So, I don't know. It just tripped me out. And I was like, is he gay? You know, like, and nothing against gays. I couldn't put my finger. I was like, what is this dude into? But
I don't know, man. What y'all boys think about this shit? Y'all think she lying or y'all think she told the truth? Cause I don't know, man.
Not like that. You know I'm gonna make everything into a joke, but this is a real serious situation because it'll traumatize
She
you.
don't
'Cause
make me
now
feel like she really like.
I ain't trusting no producer. I look at
Been
everybody
there.
like if I went to the top of the top and I've been looking at him like this top
She
notch
just been to a
mogul,
P Diddy orgy
and, like,
party.
whatever. But child, it's a lot. But it's some stuff, you know, that I did leave out because I don't want to say too much. But because I told you it was some celebrities in there. But
That's all you did is left out the name.
for these girls that did get drugged and did take these drinks, I feel like it's because everybody was all having fun. You know, you wouldn't think that somebody would do something like that to you until you get to seeing everything. And once you're intoxicated, it's too late. It's just too late. So that's why you gotta watch what drinks you take. And they was just pushing them on us too much. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink. And I'm like, no. Because I was already, you know, sipping a little bit at Club Live. So I wanted to, like, mind you, I'm thinking, like, he going to ask me to sing in a minute. I don't want to be toe up, you know? Mm-hmm. Until I put two and two together. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you got out and survived.
Yep. I'm always surviving. This is no joke.
You're
like,
a survivor.
For real. And it's like, I'm still going through stuff. You know, you don't survive being traumatized. And these things do traumatize you because it's like, dang, I can't never get around this. Like, it always end up to this, sex. Or
I mean, that's now that part is
shit, or
true.
somebody taking advantage of you or something, or feeling all on you and you can't do nothing because...
You thought the streets were dangerous.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. But, yeah. So I just want to see, like, you know, what's going to happen because I know a lot of people was... He went to trial today. And I didn't even know.
It's going to be in the news for a while, I think.
It's going to be in the news, and a lot of stuff is going to come out. So don't be saying I'm lying, because I wasn't lying.
This is all alleged, but
right.
Sounds like it's pretty consistent with things that are in the news.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And you did say this, like 2 years ago.
Exactly. And I told you I got sex trafficking
Now that's a
vibes
fact,
from it,
though.
remember?
Now that's
I
a
was like, he was
fact.
trying to sell us. The
That
Prince
shit
to
was
Diddy.
2 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? Which one do you want?
That's a
Which
fact.
one? I want that one.
What does it feel like to be peddled off like that to somebody powerful? Is it?
It's scary. It's scary because what could happen, but it's like, come on, you know, I'm honored to be
Chosen?
chosen, period. But I don't want to be, I don't want to end up in a ditch somewhere, you know, just
No, you
because
don't.
he's choosing so many people and assaulting people. I don't want to be assaulted, and I don't want to be filled up. If you're going to fill me up, make sure you ask me, can I touch you? You know, you're beautiful. You, not just you in my house so I can. And I'm like, this is weird, you know? Like, tell me first, fool. Because I would have charged you. No, I'm saying. But, and I just make, you know, it did hurt my feelings. So, you know, whatever. I got over it. And I didn't do music no more after that because I was like, I'm cool on music, bro.
That would scare you out of the industry.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
No, my
this
wife
is what
be saying.
this all they want. I just, let me just make an
I
album
don't feel all females do that though.
and sing and write. You a producer, ain't you?
Man, how y'all feel about that shit, bro? I don't know. I don't really feel like it's all the way a Honda. I'm just keep it real. But cause she probably was there though. I ain't gonna take that away from her. She definitely was there. But other than that, let's see what she got to do. Oh, wait a minute. Dang. Hold on, cuz. Hold on. Here we go. Ain't have information.
I've got this.
Wait a minute. Should I really? Nah. Those who kidnapped and killed by neighbor 2 weeks after her wedding. Man, what the fuck? I'm gonna gas it. Oh, yeah.
On a cold February night in 2022.
Yo, check it. So this one is the girl who was cut into 231 pieces while her killer ordered pizza. What?
22-year-old Mia Steven went out to celebrate with friends in Aalborg, Denmark. It was the first weekend after COVID-19 restrictions had lifted, and people were eager to socialize again after months of isolation. Mia, a nursing student at Aalborg University, had just completed her semester exams. She had her whole life ahead of her. Dreams of helping others as a nurse, aspirations in modeling, and a bright future full of promise. Tragically, Mia never made it home that night. Her disappearance and the horrific details that later emerged shocked Denmark and made international headlines. The case highlighted how, even in one of the safest countries in the world, evil can lurk in unexpected places. Mia was found in 231 pieces 1 week after her disappearance, and her killer calmly told the judge he had to order a pizza halfway through the process of dismembering her, as that's tiring work. This is Mia Steven's infuriating story. Watch on, but be prepared to feel angry by the end of this video. On Saturday, February 5th, 2022, Mia dressed up to go out with friends, wearing dark clothes and black and white sneakers. The group spent the evening going between different bars and clubs in Aalborg. According to friends, Mia was in high spirits, dancing and enjoying this newfound freedom after lockdown. Around 6 a.m. on Sunday morning, as the clubs were closing, Mia's friends noticed she seemed intoxicated. They offered her a ride home, but she declined, saying that she would take the bus. Security camera footage would later show Mia standing alone at a bus stop at 6:09 a.m., just 300 meters from the nightclub. What happened in those early morning hours remains unclear, but at 7:35 a.m., nearly 90 minutes after arriving at the bus stop, cameras captured Mia getting into a dark-colored car. She was never seen alive again. Mia was born on September 19th, 1999. That's how young she was when she disappeared. She had barely had time to complete her nursing degree at the University of Applied Sciences Aalborg and start aspiring toward a career in both nursing and modeling. She was close to her parents, and they often spent their free time together hiking, listening to music, or talking about their various thoughts and dreams. Mia had completed her degree during the pandemic lockdown, so unlike many of us, she missed out on the social aspect of college. When the pandemic restrictions were finally lifted in the winter of 2022, she was over the moon. She could not wait to celebrate with her best buddies. But the first time she went partying after lockdown, she disappeared. When Mia failed to return home or answer calls on Sunday, her family grew worried. Initially, they called her boyfriend, but he hadn't heard from her all day. He just assumed she'd come back home after her night out with friends. Now he was worried too. By Monday, with still no word from Mia, her mother contacted police to report her missing. Law enforcement immediately launched an investigation, reviewing security footage and interviewing Mia's friends about her last known whereabouts. The community rallied around the search efforts. Mia's family and friends posted her photo and description on social media, desperately seeking any information. Hundreds of local residents called in tips and provided video footage from the North Denmark area. The disappearance of a young woman was highly unusual for Aalborg, a city known for its safety, and the case gripped public attention. For days, detectives combed through hours of security camera footage and cell phone videos from that night. Finally, they identified the crucial but worrying images of Mia getting into a black Volkswagen Golf early Sunday morning. Mia was waiting for the bus when the Golf pulled up beside her. She did not hail the car. The driver offered her a ride home. Intoxicated, tired, and cold, she accepted. She put her trust in a stranger, which in most parts of the world is a perfectly normal thing to do, except she was unlucky in the worst possible way. Thankfully, the distinctive bi-colored license plate allowed investigators to trace the Golf to its owner. On February 9th, just 4 days after Mia went missing, police arrested 2 men in connection with the case. Both had a history of petty crime, including impersonating police officers at a soccer game. One was quickly released, but the other, 36-year-old electrician Thomas Thompson, was detained. The following day, February 10th, brought the tragic news no one wanted to hear. Using specially trained dogs, detectives discovered human remains in a wooded area outside Aalborg. DNA testing would soon confirm it was Mia, but the gruesome details that emerged were beyond anyone's fears. Mia's body had been dismembered into 231 separate pieces, scattered across forest floor. Some parts were buried in shallow graves, and others were never recovered. The brutality of the crime stunned Denmark. How could something so horrific happen in one of the world's safest countries? And who was the man allegedly responsible for this unthinkable act?
And the
Mia's
nigga got
horrific
away with
case
it
was
for
about to
a
get even
minute
more
too.
sickening, and Thomas Thompson would be revealed as one of Denmark's most depraved monsters. As the investigation unfolded, a horrifying picture began to emerge of Mia's final hours. GPS data from Thompson's car, which he had attempted to disable, allowed police to reconstruct his movements that night. Prosecutors believe Thompson had been prowling the streets looking for a victim. He approached Mia at the bus stop once, but drove away when she refused the ride. An hour and a half later, with Mia still waiting in the cold, he returned. This time, the exhausted young woman accepted. Instead of taking Mia home, Thompson drove to a wooded area outside of the city. GPS showed the car stopping multiple times, and prosecutors argued this indicated Mia tried to escape, with Thompson chasing her down each time. What exactly transpired in those woods may never be known. However, forensic evidence pointed to a violent struggle, ending in Mia's SA and death by strangulation. In the days that followed, Thompson engaged in an elaborate cover-up attempt. He kept Mia's body at his home, using chemicals to try to dissolve it. When that failed, he dismembered the remains with an electric saw. Others, he cut with kitchen knives and scissors. He scattered some parts in the forest and buried and even flushed others down the toilet, burning Mia's clothes and his to destroy evidence. All the while, Thompson went about his daily life, even ordering pizza delivery while in the midst of this gruesome activity. He simply explained to the judge that sawing a person in several tiny pieces is hungry work.
The dismemberment took many hours. I got myself a pizza, but I couldn't eat anything.
His apparent lack of
The
remorse
fact that you
or
ordered the
horror
pizza though, bro.
Every month, this Airbnb.
Nah, bro. The fact that that nigga ordered a pizza and had the mindset to eat is disgusting. Like, that's just sick as fuck. You should just be in that just crying or something. This nigga said, well, I might be hungry in a few. Fuck out of here. This ain't no lunch break, bro. Like,
disturbing disconnect
you
from
chop somebody
human
up, bro. You
emotion.
a different type of fucked up.
When first questioned by the police,
saying,
Thompson admitted to giving Mia a ride, but claimed her death was accidental. He said she had been flirtatious and agreed to go for a drive, but then suffered some kind of attack and fell, fatally injuring herself. I asked her if she wanted to see something great. She wanted that. She wanted to see men in uniform, so I took her to a forest by Hammerbacher. I trained here myself as a soldier. She was flirting heavily. His story changed multiple times during the investigation, and at one point, he
been a
claimed Mia
romance,
had
nigga, not a
accidentally
murder.
strangled herself with her handbag strap. Later, he said she had tried to run away, tripped, and died from the fall. Thompson insisted he had panicked after Mia's supposed accidental death and made the ill-advised decision to dispose of her body rather than call for help. He admitted to dismembering and hiding the remains, but denied intentionally killing Mia. These explanations rang hollow to investigators and prosecutors. The evidence of a violent assault was clear. Thompson's elaborate efforts to conceal the crime hardly seemed like the actions of someone dealing with an accident. Most damning was the fact that Thompson, despite his military first aid training, made no attempt to help Mia or summon medical assistance. Instead, he immediately set about destroying evidence in a calculated manner. However, when prosecutor Matt Bendix asked him why he never phoned authorities, he said, "I felt like I had everything under control." Yeah. Taking an unconscious person home and cutting her into 231 pieces is the recommended course of action.
That's like super fucked up.
Thomas Thompson then 36, worked as an electrician and lived just a few blocks from the nightclub where Mia was last seen. He was born on June 18, 1985, in a different part of Denmark, moving to a small Danish town near Aalborg as a young man. There is no known history of neglect, abuse, or poverty in his family. On the surface, Thompson did not fit the stereotypical profile of a violent criminal. He was described by some as polite and pleasant, if somewhat introverted. He had served in the military, rising to the rank of sergeant, and even had first aid training. But a darker side emerged as investigators dug into Thompson's past. There were troubling incidents of voyeurism, including peeping into women's windows. Ex-girlfriends described controlling and manipulative behavior, and one woman claimed he had once tied her up against her will. Most chillingly, co-workers told of Thompson's fascination with videos of real-life murders. Even then, they had found his interests disturbing and abnormal. However, this is not the kind of crime people report to the local authorities. They just figured this was one bit of a weirdo. If only they knew how seriously he meant that he enjoyed watching murders. A psychiatric evaluation would later find Thompson exhibiting narcissistic and antisocial personality traits, as well as a lack of empathy. However, he was deemed mentally fit to stand trial. You guys, narcissistic and antisocial personality traits are concerning characteristics that can indicate a potentially dangerous individual. Narcissistic personality traits often include a grandiose sense of self-importance and a preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, or brilliance. Individuals with these traits typically believe in their own uniqueness and superiority, coupled with a need for excessive admiration. They often display a sense of entitlement and engage in manipulation. A notable lack of empathy is also common, as is envy of others, or the belief that others are envious of them. Antisocial personality traits, on the other hand, are characterized by a disregard for right and wrong, persistent lying or deceit to exploit others, and a general callousness, cynicism, and disrespect for others. Individuals with these traits may use charm or wit to manipulate those around them, and often display arrogance and a sense of superiority. They frequently have recurring problems with the law and repeatedly violate the rights of others. A lack of remorse for their actions is typical, as is impulsiveness or failure to plan ahead. Hostility, irritability, and aggressiveness are also common traits. APD or narcissism psychology experts like Dr. Ramani often suggest we do our best to stay away from these types of people, as they are the least likely to change for the better or to find enough empathy to stop hurting us. In Thompson's case, these traits manifested in several ways. He showed a profound lack of empathy, displaying no remorse for his actions and seeming disconnected from the horror of what he had done. His repeated changes to his story demonstrated manipulation, as he tried to shape the narrative to his advantage. His behavior suggested an arrogant belief that he could outsmart others and escape the consequences of his crime. The brutality of his actions showed a complete disregard for human life, while descriptions of him as polite and pleasant by some suggested he could be charming when it suited him. While it's important not to stigmatize mental health issues, it's equally crucial to prioritize personal safety. If you encounter someone displaying multiple narcissistic or antisocial traits, especially in combination with aggressive or manipulative behavior, it's wise to maintain strong boundaries and limit your interactions with them. Trust your instincts. If someone makes you feel unsafe, don't hesitate to seek help or remove yourself from potentially dangerous situations. Remember, people with these traits may not always commit violent crimes, but their behavior can still be harmful in personal relationships, workplaces, and other social settings. Being aware of these traits can help you protect yourself and others from potential emotional, psychological, or physical harm. Thomas Thompson's trial began in May 2023. Prosecutors laid out the evidence of premeditated murder, arguing Thompson had been hunting for a victim that night and deliberately lured Mia to her death. They emphasized the extreme brutality of the crime and Thompson's apparent lack of remorse. In June, this man testified. He was the coroner who examined what was left of Mia's body. Now, being a coroner is tough work, no matter the case, but imagine having to work with partially dissolved, heavily dismembered discovered tiny bits and pieces in various stages of decomposition. It's hard to reproduce what the coroner told the judge. His statement has not been made public. What's clear is he explained Mia was most likely SA'd and suffocated that fateful night. And one can only imagine the way the details of how she was found reverberated in the courtroom. What can the defense say to undo this? The defense attorneys maintained Mia's death was accidental, arguing for a lesser charge of improper handling of a body. They sought a 16-year sentence rather than life imprisonment. Thompson himself continued to deny murdering Mia, agreeing only that she had improperly disposed of her remains. He showed no emotion or regret throughout the proceedings. Something else was revealed in court.
Yo, my man's got 16. My man's got a 16 piece. My man's got a 16 piece for piecing up some. Sound like I'm trying to rap, but I'm high. My man's got a 16 piece for piecing up a woman 231 times around the woods. And he gets 16 years. 16 motherfucking years. That shit's sick, bro.
Before taking Mia's life that night, Thompson spent his evening watching porn with
fuck,
very young women. Thompson also told the court, as long as there's Pornhub on the internet, I don't need a girlfriend. You guys, I am speechless. How does this man think he can get away with a lesser charge when he demonstrates the worst types of evil with everything he says? After hearing all the evidence in June 2023, the court found Thomas Thompson guilty of murdering Mia Steven. He was sentenced to indefinite detention due to the danger he posed to society. The council's forensic expert stated he is domineering, manipulative.
God damn, man. Ad after ad run this bitch, man. Slow your roll, baby. Come on, now. I can't do that.
Not reflective in relation to guilt. There is a high risk of repetition of violence and crimes of immorality. While eligible for parole after 10 years, given the nature of his crime and his lack of remorse, Thompson will likely spend much longer behind bars. As you might imagine, Mia's family will forever work to ensure this monster never walks the streets again. Mia's mother wrote on her social media, "Many thanks for all your thoughts and greetings, but we are asking for no flowers and the likes right now." Yeah, what do you even write to the public after you lost your daughter in this way? And Mia's parents were not the only ones destroyed by this incident. The murder of Mia Steven shook Denmark to its core. The country consistently ranks as one of the safest in the world, with very low violent crime rates. In 2021, the year before Mia's murder, there were only 39 homicides in the entire country, less than one per week. The brutality of the crime and the seemingly random nature of the attack left many feeling vulnerable. How could something like this happen in peaceful Aalborg? In the wake of the tragedy, a volunteer organization formed to advocate for improved safety measures, particularly for young people out at night. They pushed for expanded street surveillance cameras and better lighting in high-traffic nightlife areas. But perhaps the most important outcome has been increased awareness about personal safety. Mia's story serves as a stark reminder that danger can lurk even in the safest places. It's crucial to emphasize that Mia did nothing wrong. She was simply trying to get home after a night out with friends, and the fault lies entirely with her killer. Her dad, Elo, aptly said, "To die trying to live is better than to not live for fear of dying." Exactly. We can't live in fear and suspect everyone around us of evil intentions.
I used to be scared about dying when I was younger.
However, there are lessons we can take away from this tragedy to better protect ourselves and each other. One, trust your instincts. If a situation feels wrong, listen to that inner voice. 2, stay aware of your surroundings, especially when alone at night. 3, have a plan for getting home safely before going out. 4, use the buddy system. Travel in groups and look out for one another. 5, be cautious about accepting rides from strangers, even in seemingly safe situations. 6, let friends or family know your plans and check in when you get home. 7, if you see someone vulnerable who may need help, speak up or notify authorities.
Yeah, don't speak up, because that's how you
Mia
get your
Steven
ass
was
whooped.
more than just a victim.
Just tell
She
the
was a
police.
beloved daughter, sister, and friend.
Shit.
A dedicated nursing student with dreams of helping others. A young woman with her whole life ahead of her. In the years since her death, Mia's family has worked to keep her memory alive while advocating for improved safety measures. They've emphasized that while it's important to be aware of potential dangers, we shouldn't let fear rule our lives. The Mia Steven Foundation was established to provide support and resources for victims of violent crime and their families. It also funds scholarships for nursing students, carrying on Mia's dream of caring for others. As we reflect on Mia's story, let it not serve as a source of fear, but as a call to action, to be more aware of our surroundings,
Damn, Mia.
to look out for one another, and to trust our instincts, and to work towards a world where everyone can feel safe walking home at night. Mia Steven's life was cut tragically short, but through remembering her story and learning from it, we can help ensure her death was not in vain. Let us honor her memory by striving to create safer communities and showing more compassion to those around us. In doing so, we can hope to build a world where no more lives are lost to senseless violence, a world that Mia, with her caring
so
heart
fucked
and
up,
dreams of
bro.
helping others, would have wanted to see. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. What are your thoughts?
Damn, man. I didn't even know it was in Denmark the whole time. Damn, bro. Nobody should ever have to bury their children, especially on no shit like that. Carrying the most unreal Russia lace up a pair of boots.
Remember this, girls. They drove all the way from North Carolina.
They drove all the way from North Carolina. Check my man's finna jump in the pool, son.
Well, Mr. Vince said he's gonna.
My Instagram don't even be funny. Speak on that shit later. And ending my day with the king inside me. Let's see what the comments say. This the gayest thing I've seen all day. No Diddy. Ending the day with the king juice inside you is crazy. They done 2-step together, yeah, bruh. That's tough, bro. You gotta watch what you post, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's not it. That's sweet shit.
Hollywood.
What the fuck is Lance doing?
I'm with all the stars, I got all the cars, universal, we just flew from Mars like it's no tomorrow. Ballin' on them, almost caught a charge, check my order mark. No time for no bullshit, G5 on standby, passports without stamps on it, no telling when I'm gonna land by. BK, I was born ready in a snowstorm, set a campfire. Got to work on my social skills, don't talk to me cause I'm anti. Ride around that big body, speed racing like Rick Bobby. Pulled up in that V12, top floor at the Ritz Carlton. Moved out from the basement, came up now shit poppin'. Floor seats like Spike Lee, skybox I'm a rich pilot. Shit, I grew a money tree, I'm the one, you just a wannabe. She want that double D, checks in advance, the money in front of me. She got a bag, I got a bag, we gon' way up. Hunting the cash, doing the dash, we gon' way up.
I figured he was gonna say that shit.
I got that new money. Bang teller run a marathon in the chase. I got that blue money. Send a picture of that pineapple. Might just let you hit the cucumber. Shorty thick with a lot of cake on her. Make an ice cream, call it blue bunny.
I ain't gonna hold you, but that's not that bad. It's not trash. It's not the worst thing I've heard. Is it 2? Oh yeah, it's 2. Damn, that's not bad, bro. Fuck with that. Round 2, who won one October 18th. Damn, I wish I could go to that motherfucker. That's what the sheriff Foster brag about sleeping with the girl who called out Gucci there to give her herpes. Ooh. It's still rolling so because I'm not dealing with the headache of debating the ball and the woman and came named the MVP or break down a pick and roll. Okay, I feel that. I feel that. Respect, respect, respect. Sick. Hmm. Kanye has been accused of drugging and raping former breaking wait. Kanye West has been accused of drugging and raping former assistant Lauren Pescata at Diddy party in 88-page lawsuit. Oh boy. Man says his girlfriend doesn't find him switching it up sometimes because she knows it. Huh? Man says his girlfriend doesn't mind him switching it up sometimes because she knows in her heart he would never touch another man. That's not cool to be dressing gay though. Man, Shawty probably was telling the truth, gang. Huh? Oh. He said Oregon State coach a crash out. I think it's get the fuck out my way. And them boys undefeated. I know that was a hell of a game. Fuck out my way, nigga. That shit be so crazy when white boys be trying to put their hands on black dudes and the black dudes get physical back with them. They kind of tense up and kind of calm down a little bit because they really can't match the intensity. That's crazy. That's what he did just now. That shit was weird as hell. What the fuck just happened?
What's her? What?
Oh, I can't show this, but boy.
What's her? What?
Y'all boys, a dude just chopped the man in the neck with an axe. Holy shit. Oh, hell no. The boys got quiet as fuck.
So.
Them boys out there singing.
Not deep out there.
They're like, what the fuck is that? Bruh, those are not. Bruh, those are fucking wild animals. Them motherfuckers have no idea what the fuck is going on. I like that. Ooh. Ooh, somebody just laid a dog down, bro. Just lay the dog down, bro. Lay the dog down, bro. Lay the dog down. What the fuck?
Emergency service, police, please, and ambulance.
That nigga losing so much blood, bro. He's out of his fucking mind right now, bro. Don't nobody got no gun?
Yes, please. Hello there, yeah. Hello there. I'm at 164 Stonnell's Main Street. And there's two dogs attacking a man, and it's very, very serious. You would aware of its seriousness, though?
Fuck. Oh. Yo, they fucking my mans up, yo. Man, R.I.P. to the guy, bro. That's some foul shit. I'm about to say, what am I looking at? Man, what the fuck?
God.
Oh, we got another child predator catcher.
Oh my God. I said stop! I said stop!
Fucking calm down. You just took off. JJ, pull him out.
You took off with a kid in your car.
Oh, they got the kid in the car?
JJ.
You took off with a kid in your car. Unstrap his seatbelt. Unstrap his seatbelt.
That's the gambler got Mickey.
Get him out of the car. Get him out of the car.
15-year-old boy.
Jay, let go. I got him over here.
Jay, we got him.
I got him, Jay.
Oh, shit.
I'm not doing anything.
Get out of the car.
Okay, relax. Hit me. Hit me in the fucking face. Hit me. Hit me.
Oh, they want to fucking
You want to fucking
kill
delay?
him.
You want to rape little fucking kids?
Uppercut him.
Huh?
Get him. Come on, keep hitting him. Come on, keep hitting him.
Huh? Fight back. Fight back. Fight fucking back. Fight
Come on,
fucking
bro.
back.
Whoop his ass, bro.
What is this? What is this? You can't take it no more? That little kid couldn't take it no more neither.
I don't get a concussion.
You ain't gonna get no concussion, bitch ass nigga.
You
Shut
starting to feel
up.
dizzy?
Knock him the fuck out. You should have slapped that nigga, bro. That shit weak, bro. Should have slapped, cuz. Fuck out of here, man.
He's made some recent remarks that are very interesting.
If I sold some that people up, honestly, that would be a cancelable situation. I'm not gonna lie.
And remember that he just said that, because that's gonna come back up again in just a second. And in all of these clips we're about to watch, I have blurred some parts of the video. There might also be some bleeps and stuff like that, but you already know how YouTube is with this kind of video. So this Eric Kahn mold situation just...
I wonder what happened with that.
Beautiful. I call it Zendaya. Oh, don't you do that. No, baby. Hood have it TV. Don't you tell them people that. Look how pretty she is, y'all. Beautiful. I call it Zendaya. Oh, don't you do that. No, baby. Bro got the blues eye ski. It's really blues eye. It's really blues eye.
After this, I'm done.
Look at my bro. Bro got the blues eye ski. It's really blues eye. It's really blues eye. Like you put some blue totty dust on that bitch.
You're fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid. I would not even bought that. I wouldn't even smoke. I wouldn't like. You niggas need to go to jail. Whoever's selling shit like this, y'all niggas need to go to jail. Cause there's no way. There's no fucking way, bro. That shit weak as hell. I'm out of here though, man. I'm gonna see